Short rows is where you will be turning your work before you end the row in order to create that angled back of the bonnet. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do those short rows. I've just finished my brim and the body of my bonnet, and now I'm starting to do the short row. So what I'm going to do is start knitting my next row, my first row of my short rows, and I'm going to knit all the way until I reach the last 2 stitches, and I'm going to stop. I've come to the last 2 stitches left in my first row of the short rows, and I'm going to be doing a technique called the wrap and turn, which is very simple. I'm going to first of all slip my second last stitch purlwise onto my working needle. I'm going to wrap my working yarn from the back to the front, which is the wrapping part of this. I'm going to replace that second last stitch back on my left needle, just slipping it, okay? And this is what it should look like with this piece coming in between the second last and the last stitch of this first row. And the turning part technique is simple. I'm just turning my work to the other direction. Now I'm going to continue knitting all the way down until I get to the last 2 stitches of this row. So this is row 2 of the short rows, and I will be back when I get to the end. Okay, I've reached the end of my 3rd row of the short rows, and I should have 4 stitches left on my left needle. As you can see, there is this funny looking stitch. This is actually the wrap that we did on the previous on the first row of our short rows. This is the wrap and turn. So I know that these will be the next ones I'm looking at. I'm actually going to be slipping the 4th last stitch onto my right needle, passing my working yarn from the back, the back to the front, if it goes. And I'll slip this 4th stitch back onto my left needle. There's my wrap. Okay, I'm going to turn my work now. And I'm going to continue on knitting across the row, and now I've officially started the 4th row of the short rows, and when I get to the end of this row, again I will stop 2 stitches before the last wrap, so I'll have 4 stitches left on my left needle, and I'll do the same process again. Just demonstrating my 5th row of the short rows, and I can see where my first wrap was with these 2. At the 4th last stitch I can see my third wrap and turn, and this will be my 5th wrap and turn. I will do this wrap and turn twice, once on this side of my piece and once on the other, with the 6 left over on my needles. I will do that one more time both sides with 8 on the left needle, and that should finish my decreases for this bonnet pattern.